Good morning, Ma.
Good morning to you, Divya, and to everyone else.
Listening
on
in,
this
tuning
beautiful
in.
Sunday.
Yes, it is a most wonderful Sunday, and we have such an engaging, intriguing, and wondrous topic of the types of karma. So, as everyone's joining in, I'd love to ask everyone who is listening in live that what do they think is karma, and how many types of karma do they think there are? Are there infinite, I was thinking, or are there categorizations? So, Ma, as everyone is thinking and sharing, what would you highlight for us when we say karma?
I would take everyone away from, colloquial
Understanding
karma and
of
karam
reward,
yogi and
and punishment.
and
Yes.
everything is in our hands and we are so good. So all that I would dispel immediately and go to the very beginning when we were in the divine abodes and we were innocent, sweet souls who were watching and serving and interacting and playing and dancing and singing and manifesting our goodness, our unconditional love, our vibrations of prosperity and generosity and gratefulness. And then somewhere we had this very brief idea that we wanted to also play God. And in that, then we were told that, in that divine abode, we could not play God, but there is a special place called planet Earth. And going through the galaxies and coming through the universes into this universe, into this planet Earth, we can, start behaving and doing things and thinking that we are so supreme and so important and so very formulating our lives just the way we want them to be designed. And so then we went to the Vetrani River, and in a dizzy spell of great intoxication, we started our journey through the supramental descent. And with all the other galactic souls who were also congregating, we decided to descend down through the ancient karma and coming down through those vibrations of generations and genetics and even ancestral karma, coming down to manifesting into the human world, into the human realm, getting this human body. Remember that in that dizzy spell, there was somebody who was performing a tantric act. Even marriage is the marriage ceremony is about tantric mantras that are chanted for procreation. And when somebody is having intimacy, then and they have this deep desire to want to manifest a child, then that soul is invited. And a lot of people think that, we are capturing the souls. We are not. We are just sending out a vibrational, harmonic sound of invitation. And the soul that is congregating, that has in the Akashic records an association with us and has the blueprint of family karma and is a descendant or an ancestor that has to reappear to complete whatever it is that they've left unfinished in previous lifetime. They come together in that moment and the soul comes into the womb of the mother. And then the story begins with the 5 elements and the mother's energies and the father's energies. And in that nuclear explosion, there is a new design, a new blueprint, a new Akashic record that has been downloaded. And generational karma begins to take form. And the ancestors congregate, the spiritual guides, everybody congregates. There are conversations of that soul in the womb, helping, having helpers, helping the soul design that most perfect body, that mind, that spiritual awareness center. and then the soul is birthed at the time, the first breath, and the Akashic records downloaded, the karma unfurling, the blueprint laid out, and the journey begins where the parents start to interact. They give learning advice, they give helping hand to secure the future, the safety of the soul that needs to go through the process of education and enjoyment and happiness and unconditional love, and also a little bit of pain and punishment in the human realm, remembering that there is the negative and the positive in every situation. And then finally, it is also, a lot of people leave out the hellish karma, the tantric karma. We have all levels of association. That karma is, manifesting and recreating itself every day in a new way. So depending on where you're plugging yourself in and where you are creating that symphony, that vibration, depends on, even nature is going through that process of creating the flower, first the bud, then the flower, then the fruit, then the seed, and then that seed is recreating and becoming another tree and another plant and another fruit and another fragrant flower and some medicinal herbal medicine. If you look at the moringa tree, it's giving so much of the nutrition of manifesting and becoming the most famous tree in the world. And it has calcium, but the reality is that it is creating it and taking it out from the womb of Mother Earth, and it's manifesting it as food for the human body. And depending on who is partaking of it is going to restore themselves back to health. So everything is in that mode of give and take. And the moringa tree could be your best guide, or it could be your best friend, or it could be growing and you could never look at its leaves and its stem and its, the pods, the seed pods, and you would just ignore. But somebody else who understands the true value of the tree would every day take some part of it and, ingest it and be healthy and strong. So depending on what is your karmic level with that neighbor, I call it, is a living entity.
Or an extension.
A friend, a spirit, a guide. So depending on whether it is the blueberries, whether it's the kiwis, when we were growing up, we didn't see any of these fruits in India. Now we see them all over the world, and everybody's spending good hard-earned money trying to get that nutrition. But that same nutrition could come from the moringa tree in just a little bit of rasam or chutney or just some stir fry.
Yes.
So it depends on how we are, the living karma is being activated, and how we are connecting to our parents, connecting to spiritually, spiritual teachers, guides, friends, and relationships and partners, getting married, then sometimes disengaging, even with your, discords in business partnerships. It could be in
friendships,
it could be in romance, it could be broken relationships. It could also be a teacher and student. You go to a particular university and you're studying maybe medicine, and then after 2 years you don't want to do medicine anymore. Then you transfer, you do biochemistry, then you don't like that. Then you become a singer, and then you are just musically oriented, and that's what you do for a living. So it depends on your own journey of evolution and what is your karmic resonance, what is the historical associations that you've created in previous lifetime. Everything is coming together. It's like the confluence of many rivers. And I always tell people that at any given time you have 72,000 corridors of light going out of your body, and it could be, seen as rivers that are taking your thoughts to those 72,000 destinations and bringing them back through those same corridors. So depending on what you give out, like attracts like. That's why I say that keep giving the unconditional love, so that you also pick up the unconditional love from the universe, the prosperity, the genetics, the generational karma, the ancient karma, the ancestral karma, and the galactic karma. It's all like a confluence, and all the rivers are going to the sea and coming back. So through the Vetrani river, you're descending in the supramental descent, and through the Vetraja river, you're going back to the divine abode after you finished your devotional service in the material realm. Remember that all of us are coming here to do some service, to spread some consciousness of goodness.
So in that seed of consciousness of goodness, there is a resonance, I think, in everyone's life at some point or the other, and that is being manifested in the live chat by Neelamanti, who says that, Ma, is it my past karma that are so bad that they are still not over and I'm suffering in this life, and the suffering is not finished. So I think that she's resonating with, Ma, what you said in the beginning, that a lot of people will say that, oh, we are karam yogis and we are bhogis and we are rogis and we are karmis and we are bad karmis, that we are, doing suffering. So yes, life is suffering, but when you use that body for devotional service, and it's not suffering anymore.
Yeah, when you're attached that this is my son, why did he die, why did he go away, this is my daughter, why is she not married, why is she not having happiness. Remember that everyone has individual karma, and they have done spiritual activities in previous lifetime, and they have that length of life on planet Earth, and you have a longer life. And like I said just a few minutes ago, like attracts like. If you're constantly going to meditate on why is my life so bad, then you are increasing those 72,000 rivers of bad coming to you. So you have to change your thought, your vibrations, your harmonics, your ability to assess and heal yourself, and say that this is the best body that I designed for myself, and this is what I chose to take forward in this life. And in that, manifest that you have recreational karma also we have. So
what is that?
That you have pleasure even in the pain. That you are saying, okay, this part of my body is healing, is paining, so I'm going to put my hands and I'm going to heal it. And in that healing, I'm going to maybe have the ability, the left hand is about receiving. So if this part of your body is paining, it means that you have insufficiency in receiving. So when you put your hand out, then whoever is receiving or giving to you, and you are giving back to them, then it's about a balance in that. Remember that the harmonics of the body are out of balance when we have tiredness, we have pain, we have discomfort, maybe, even having knee pain because we are so fearful about the future. So your body is telling a story. Every part of your body has a historical, recreational karma that you have written in your Akashic record, and that you're downloading every day. So depending on what you're doing in your day, tomorrow's karma is based on what you've done today. So that's why, in the Vedic scriptures, it's written that remember the divine and always pray that you are in service, whether to other human beings, whether to the plants. That's why even watering a tree is so important, or watering a plant is so important, because it has the capacity to change your karmic resonance. If you have a neem tree and you water it every day,
yes, ma'am,
then that neem tree has the quality of medicinal properties, and it also has bitterness. So some bitterness of your life, the tree is grounding for you. Now if you water a pomegranate tree, it has nutritional value and it also has medicinal value, and every part of the fruit has great nutrients which are also medicinal. So again, whatever is that sweetness, that nectar, that pomegranate juice is almost as like associated with human blood.
Blood and
It has
life and
life and prosperity, and it's also the fruit of fertility in certain understandings
cultures.
and cultures. So depending on whichever plant you're watering, it has an associative karma with you. So you are going to have that association and reciprocation from the universe. And so I'm just taking the example of watering. It could be washing a cup, and every day you're drinking from the same cup, and then maybe you have other cups who are sitting on the shelf and saying, why aren't you drinking? Why are you not holding? Why are you not caressing me? Like sometimes you have a hot drink and you're really warming your hands on a cold day, and the cup is feeling very embraced and nurtured and cared for and loved. And that's the karma you have even with that cup.
So is that associative karma or is it ephemeral karma?
Both.
Both.
Associative, that cup has been born to give service to you and is holding your drink so that you can sip from it. And ephemeral karma, that what is the joy, what is the reciprocation, what is the gratitude, what is the exchange that you're having, or you're saying, oh, this is, I'm not enjoying my cup of tea because I like a long mug so that the drink stays warm longer, and this is too broad, and my drink has become very cold and I'm not enjoying it that much. A lot
Yes,
of times you go to people's homes, they say, can we have our tea in a glass?
Yes.
Because that glass is going to keep the tea warm or
hot or
longer.
cool or however they like it.
Yeah, and they love caressing the glass. Or the glass in your house has said, hold me, I want to be held.
Yes,
so then you're going to take the glass and you're going to fill it with tea and give it to them. And then they're going to be so happy.
So in this journey of happiness, we have beautiful Priyanka Vadhavan, who says that yes, Ma, that putting the hands and the empowerments that you've taught us and filling the wounds with light does magically heal even physical wounds, what to speak of the aura and the energetic fields. And then she has a question, Ma, about like the karmic journey and relationships, and the breaking and joining of relationships. She asked that how can we disengage with someone who won't let go? Or is this the karma and we have to surrender to it, or just let it be?
No, you have to understand that there are vampire karma and there is, gestational karma. Like even when somebody gets pregnant, sometimes it's a full-term birth and sometimes people do miscarry or they even have abortion. So they have limited karma with that soul. And in our relationships, in the material universe, you have to remember that all relationships are temporary. Your only relationship that is going to be forever and ever is with the divine. That's why you have to use this human birth to be in devotional service to every soul that appears in your life. And sometimes there can be romance, there can be care, there can be association, there can be give and take, and you feel that you're falling in love with someone, and the reciprocation from the other side is not the way you want to receive it. But you're still thinking of the person. So the same soul has good vibrational karma with you and also has pain-giving karma, and sometimes isolation, depression, unhappiness. So all those are part of the lineage of the karmic consequences that a soul is bringing. So you must always send out healing that every association is filled with respect, with gratitude and love. So even if somebody is giving you pain, you thank them for helping you go through the pain. And you could get pain from a relationship, you could get physical pain from a surgery, you could get mental pain from questioning why is the person not responding or reciprocating the way I have given my love to them. But remember that the universe is preparing you for having the good fortune of finding an even higher vibrational karmic soul that's going to bring you the love that you're seeking. So keep giving. The forgiveness is the most important aspect of every relationship, whether it's in business, whether it's even parent and child.
Yes,
Sometimes,
ma'am.
yesterday I had somebody in my office who was complaining that their mother is not so friendly and she always loves the other sibling more and does more for them and financially. And then I saw at the end of the life, the mother is going to leave everything to this girl. And then it's just that if she gives it to her today, she's going to spend it on shoes and bags and clothes. And at that time, she's going to make a great impact with that money on her children's destiny who have not appeared yet. So when the souls will congregate, then the money will come and then they'll do appropriate action. So it's like putting in the safe deposit vault the good fortune karma that's going to be released at the most appropriate time. So coming back to Priyanka's question, sometimes souls come to stir us awake, and sometimes we are going through a bad phase where we have to experience emotional and mental and physical pain. So life is designed in such a way that these souls will come. They're like vampires. They will suck and they'll put their tentacles into you and keep sipping from and drinking from your good fortune cup. And so you have to release, you have to take the golden scissors and you have to cut till you have no more thoughts of that vampire energy being stolen from you.
Okay.
And affirm that you never behave like that with other people. Learn from it.
Yes,
and then everything will be so much better. And you will be able to release that soul with forgiveness and move to finding that most perfect soul association. But remember that the most perfect soul association is only in the galactic frontiers where you are in association with the divine. And of course, with the spiritual guides, gurus, your parents, everybody is trying to do their part of associative karma. And we are all holding hands. Remember, even the tree is holding your hand, the grass is holding your hand, the cup is holding your hand. You're cooking in a vessel, making some, food. That cup or that vessel is also holding that food in an elegant way, and is waiting for you to partake of it. And whatever is left over, maybe you're sharing it with somebody else and you don't share it forward, then you're sharing it with the dustbin in a few days.
Yes, ma'am.
So it depends on how you are shopping, what are you buying, what are you bringing back. Then maybe you're criticizing yourself that this is not healthy, why did I buy it? Okay, I'll keep it for somebody who will come. And then that somebody never comes because they don't have. If you have sent that food, the energy that it's not good for you, then no guest is going to show up to eat or partake of it. And then finally it will be in the dustbin because it will have an expiry date on it.
I love that. So talking about these associations and these expiry dates and what comes and what goes, we have Sumita who is joining in from the UK, and she says that, Ma, is this why some people owe us money for a long time, then at the most opportune time the debt is realized in our favor?
Yes. And then you get that money and then you'll be able to do so many things. Maybe 10 years ago, if that money had come, it would have been of the,
it would have just vanished.
Yeah, it away
just spent it.
Spent it on holidays, or you would not have the wisdom to keep it safe.
Yes,
and it's coming now. Then you are very intelligent, and yes, it is the most appropriate time when the money comes and you can put it away and manifest auspiciousness in your life.
Yes, ma'am.
I always say that, it's like in your house of karma, there's the safe deposit vault, and your good fortune is waiting to be downloaded at that most opportune time when you need it the most. And every day we must affirm that we have learned all the lessons well. And the karmic resonance, this is for Neelam, that the karmic resonance of pain and misfortune has been grounded, and you are more energetic. And remember that a diseased body is an unexercised body.
Okay.
And maybe you're carrying too much weight on your knees if they're paining. Then it's time to lose some weight, to eat a little bit less, or to eat whatever is very healthy. So depending on what you are resonating with, if you're going to keep meditating on life is so bad, so bad, so bad, I'm being punished, then you are increasing
Inviting that in
punishment.
and
So you have to
increasing
change
it.
your thoughts. And that's why healing is so important. And a good place to heal is the throat chakra with the blue light, so that you can have more generous conversations with yourself, especially because Nilamanti is alone most of the day.
Yes.
So instead of meditating on why is my life so bad, you should say I'm still alive and I have another opportunity to pray, to heal, to look after the universe that you're born into. Send out positive thoughts. That's the greatest service to the divine that you can do. Be positive.
Yes, Ma, but that's also so empowering, that to have those loving conversations with ourselves and our thoughts, and to show forgiveness and grace to ourselves as well. So we are so blessed to have you, Ma, guiding us. And that's what Annie resonates with. She says, my most perfect association is with my Guru, Ma. Forever blessed and grateful. Then we have Ashwini Bhaiya, who joins in, who says, love you, Mom.
Love you.
And he says that everything that you're saying is resonating with him. He's saying this is such absolute enlightenment. It matches very much with my current situation. Thank you, Ma, for always being there for us unconditionally.
Yes, I love you for.
Yes.
You stay
healthy,
well
happy, and prosperous.
Yeah, that's the great energy of today with Jupiter and Saturn moving, the blue light with the golden light, and everybody's being specially blessed. And this period from now till November of 2028 is very, very opulent. So partake of the blue light. And what is the blue light? The most magnificent blue light comes from water. So drink more water for the next 2 years and you will be specially blessed. And remember, water is also about prosperity. It's also about wealth. It's coming from the ocean of plenty, where goddess of wealth, Mahalakshmi ji, is generously spreading this light and saying, take, take, take. We are just not ready to take. And this fountain or this waterfall of good fortune comes from the top of our head. And I was just thinking and sharing with somebody yesterday that if they want to increase their relationship with water, they just have to stay under the shower or in the bath for just a few more minutes, and their relationship, the harmonics, every cell of their body will resonate with the blue light. And it's just like the morning sun rising in the blue sky. That pinkish orange light will infiltrate, and that comes from the prosperous energies of the goddess of wealth. And then everybody will be able to invite that into the thing. So definitely drink more water. Unless, of course, you have some kidney problems and the doctor said no, then don't listen to me.
But for general well-being, yes, we can connect to the element of
Pani.
Water, either by those extra 2 minutes in the shower or in the bath, or then drinking the water.
Yeah.
Or maybe even going for a swim if we have that luxury.
And somebody was asking me yesterday that, they have pain in their legs and they bought some Epsom salts and how should they use them.
Yes,
so I said that, in a bucket of warm water, they can put some Epsom salts and dip their feet in it.
Absolutely.
And that would ground the negative energy, and also through osmosis, through the skin, they will have reignited their ability to move forward very swiftly and partake of the generosity of the universe, as they will have taken those steps where good fortune is waiting for them to embrace them.
So in this connection with water and embracing, we have Purnima Ahuja, who says that will it help to add a fountain or any other water features in the home?
Yeah, if you want to, but that's not necessary. We are talking about the physical body and how we can use our skin to absorb the energy and use our lips to drink the water. That would be the most intimate
association of activating the blue light. Yeah. That's so exciting, Ma. So grateful. And then we have...
the fountain would definitely, or an aquarium, would definitely increase the blue light in the house.
But I feel I go back to, many friends of mine who had aquariums and fountains in the wrong place in their home. So
And
it was
disaster
disaster.
waiting to happen.
So I really personally am not a fan. Consult someone who knows what they are doing.
So the feng shui and Vastu, the northeast corner is most appropriate for the water element. Moving water
For the fountain. And for an aquarium, depends.
Also because the fish are swimming and they're moving the water. And moving water doesn't mean you turn on your fountain for half a minute or 2 minutes or for half an hour, 1 hour. We put it on for 1 hour, it doesn't work. The fountain wants to keep chugging along all the time. Especially during daylight hours, it's very important to keep the water moving. So sip from the glass, you're moving the water.
I've seen in some Chinese homes also they have the koi ponds and in the northeast, or they have it in the
southeast.
They have it in the southeast. Yes, I was just thinking.
Depends on what
the purpose of that
resonance of good fortune is for the family members who are living in that abode.
Yes, ma'am. And then we have lots of delight and love coming from our lovely Akshay Serene, who says, "Oh my God, I've been missing you.
I love you, Binda. When are you coming to Delhi? Come soon."
He's waiting for his chat with you, and he is loving receiving messages from you, ma'am. And then we have so much love and so many questions coming in. So I'll go there, though there are so many other types of karma that, I had wanted to ask Ma about. But maybe that's for another time.
I think we're all talking about human karma. We don't want to go to the ancestors. We don't want to go to the ancient karma where we congregate with our spiritual guides, teachers, and associations of great intellect and knowledge. Those are the portals from which we can absorb through our chakras.
I love it.
Our aura and our auric fields and, the energy fields that are surrounding us. Because remember that the universe is orchestrating good fortune for us. It depends on which is the cup that we are sipping from. If we're just sipping from human interaction and we're always looking at insufficiency, then our cup is always half empty and not half full. So pessimism, doubt, is always inviting misfortune into your lives. So always have a positive attitude and know that money is eventually going to come
in.
From wherever it comes, it doesn't matter.
Yes, ma'am. So then we have Arpita Saxena, who says, Pranam Guru Ma. She asks that how much of our past life karma impacts our current life and how can one heal that? Very grateful.
Sometimes our past life karma is just recorded by us in the house of karma before we came down and our Akashic records were uploaded. Akashic records are always about give and take and balance. So depending on what you're doing in this lifetime, and if you're really a good soul, you're a healer, you're doing the healing for, every situation on planet Earth, and you're using your breath to be in symphony with the sounds of, forgiveness, then your past life karma is actually diluted and disengaged from your destiny path, and you're grounding it. In the Karma Quotient Force, when I teach the seminar, we are our feet are like the roots of a very strong tree that are constantly grounding. And remember that the roots are also intertwined with other trees' roots. And there is, great manifestation of associative karma that even the trees are naturally, giving to each other. And if one of the trees is feeling weak or, has got some disease, the other roots from the other trees do send out their energy to support that tree. And the same way it's, somebody was sharing with me yesterday that they have an invasion of monkeys on their farm and one of the monkeys had passed away. And then 300-400 monkeys came to bring solace to the mate of the monkey that died, and then finally they picked up the body and they disappeared. So even in the animal kingdom, there is so much respect for the body and how to, take care of giving the elements back to the elements. Remember that your body is made of the 5 elements of air, water, fire, earth, and space. And you are making this body in association with the mother's nutritive, channeling through the placenta for giving you those 5 elements to harness and come out as a little baby.
Yes, Ma, that's such an exciting visual and taking us back to our journey of being born on planet Earth, and
so
that
human
collaboration.
Karma is very important.
Human karma is very important. So, Ma, we have a few healing requests and a few more questions.
Yes.
Shall I take them?
Yes.
Okay. So, Nilima Data is sharing that she is enjoying washing her hands under the shower, and she is going to connect to this water and blue light element. And Mamishi says, "Dear Master, we do have the blue light gifted to us by you."
Love you.
And then we have...
Gifted by the divine in the expanse of the blue sky.
Yes, Mom.
Wherever you look, it's blue, blue,
It's blue, blue, blue. And then we have Harpreet, who says, "Thank you, Auntie. Always so much to learn and stay inspired." Then we have Madhvi, I think, joining in from Bangalore, who says, "Sadar Pranam, ma'am."
God bless
Her
you.
children, Advitya and Advika, are turning 5 today.
wow.
So that's wonderful.
Happy birthday to them. So
Yes.
sweet.
And then we have Sabina Auntie and Dinesh Uncle, who are in the US with Malika, and they're sending their love and regards. And it's Adi's birthday today, Aditya's birthday. So what should people whose birthday it is today, as it's drink more water? Is that really the magical guidance for the next 2 years?
2 years. It's very important. Water is a great nutritive drink.
Yes,
So
Ma.
stick to water and drink a little, few sips extra. You
Yes,
don't have
Ma.
to have gallons of it.
Yes, Ma.
Because recently I had somebody who was having 17 liters of water, and then they had to go to a hospital because they had washed out all the vital nutrients from the body. So be careful with, I'm not saying drink many gallons, just drink 8 to 10 glasses of water daily. Liquid light, which brings prosperity.
Oh.
Divya's really looking at some questions.
Yes, lots and lots of sharing and questions. I think this is a delightful moment of healing and topic. And so then we have Kanchan Auntie Kanchan Bagga, who says, "What should I do for a grandchild that is expected in early September? Any chanting, any healing?"
Gayatri mantra, the sound of creation of Om, and a symphony of looking at picture of the divine, and always bringing peace and association, that it's a special gift. Every child is such a direct gift from the divine that is manifesting in our life, and we are welcoming them with open arms, and we are nurturing them. Divya was sharing with me that she spent a few days with some friends who had children, and that it's so much work to nurture these souls and who we bring into this world.
To protect them, to feed them, to nurture them, to educate them, to guide them. It's a huge devotional service. Yes,
and install the light in such a way that they're curious about the world that they live in, and they learn to respect everything.
Absolutely, Ma. So we have beautiful Meena joining in from the US.
Sweet.
She says, "Love you, ma'am, and Divya Didi. Grateful for all your guidance, and we're looking forward to having you come visit us when you're here next, Meena." And then we have beautiful Ash, who says, "Infinitely grateful for being the divine manifest in our lives, Ma."
So sweet.
And he quotes the bhajan, "Main Murak Khalkami, Kripa Karo Bharta." And he's saying, "Salutations at your holy lotus feet."
God bless you. Stay happy and healed.
Yes.
And drinking more
Lots
water.
of water. And then we have beautiful Sunena, who says, "Renooji, completing 4 weeks post-surgery. So grateful for your blessings and guidance.
Going to be fine.
I
Drink more
could
water."
not imagine doing this without your blessing. Very, very grateful."
So sweet. I love you, Bita. You stay well.
Yes, Ma.
And,
So anyone who's coming out of surgeries at any point in time in their life, what should they be really doing? Of course, drinking more water.
And keeping the body moving.
Yes.
Just doing that 1% more movement every day so that the body comes back into rhythm and that you're pain-free. And how are you pain-free? When you'll invite the nurturance of the universe into your body. Remember those 72,000 rivers? They're going from the front of you, from the back, from the right, from the left. And you're a ball of, it's just like hair on your head. These 72,000 nadis or corridors of light are also like these winding serpentine portals of great fortune. You can invite so much energy into your body and keep harnessing that and sharing it forward. So the more you share, the more you will receive, and the more you share the positive, the more positive will manifest and multiply in your life. So always remember that the portals of light are always in service to you. They're always open. They're always willing to bring whatever it is. You rub the genie lamp and say, my wish, my desire is to manifest the prosperity, and then so it shall be.
So I think this is actually perfect guidance for Bhavani and even Gunjan, because Bhavani is requesting for guidance and healing as she shifts new jobs and moves to new countries, that what should she do to make it a smooth process, and Gunjan about her social media and her work and her shop and her sales. So I think that just
to do it appropriately and positively and send out the healing that you're wishing for, wellness for everyone else as well.
Absolutely.
Even for your competition, so that there's healthy competition and you're able to have an evolution of your own structure of intelligence at what you should do next to harness that business and to find that most perfect product that the customer is looking for. Sometimes we're just having the wrong product and we're trying to sell it to the wrong people.
Yes.
If somebody is in pain, they definitely need some pain relief medicine. You can't tell them, okay, now you have a tablet of calcium and it'll do everything right for you. Because right now they're in pain, so you have to assist them, you have to heal them, you have to, maybe have a hot drink or maybe a hot bath if you're having lots of aches and pains in your body. So depending on, to be appropriate.
Yes, ma'am.
And I was just thinking that whether it's drinking cold water or hot water, so the cold water is connecting you to the moon's light and hot drinks are connecting you to the sun's light, because there's an element of fire in the water. So depending on, even if you put a few mint leaves in your glass of water and you sip from it, you're also getting the energy of Mother Earth and the sun's light into that chilled glass of water. Like what are those drinks that they make?
Like
mojitos and virgin mojitos. Yes, virgin they should be.
Without the alcohol. Oh, that's very sweet, ma. And what does the alcohol really do? Like when people are having it?
It intoxicates and the third eye chakra goes out of sync, and then people become very melancholic and they start manifesting all kinds of traumas and disagreements that they've had with people. Everything gets very magnified. And so the sorrow and the pain also magnifies.
So initially it's like the joy and the effervescence of being intoxicated that amplifies, and then
the back heart chakra shuts down and you start feeling remorse and regret. First at why did you drink so much, and then to blame all the others, and then to pick a fight because you're feeling unloved. It has nothing to do with the others.
How beautiful is that? In a sense, it's beautifully empowering to know that.
Yeah.
And then, ma'am, with your permission, may I take a few more healing requests?
Yes.
So we have lovely Sheetal who says, love you, ma'am, missing you.
So sweet.
She has two questions. So her first question is that she says, if I break a 21-day sankalpa to chant a particular mantra, can I start over the next day?
Yes, you can start over the next day and count for the next 21 days. And sometimes I even shorten it. If you can't do it for 21 days, do it for 11 days, take a few days break, then start again.
Start again.
Because you will get the benefit of that chanting
Yes.
when you have completed
Whatever is the sankalpa,
Yeah,
whether
so
we
you
say
can do
7 days,
11
days, 21
days, 27 days, 108 days, 40 days. A lot
A
of
lot of
people
people
do
do
the chalya.
Chalya. Yes,
So
ma'am.
40 days is the karmic number of the mind that is illuminating you and giving you the fodder for changing the destiny path and to move ahead. So if you do some repetitive action in association with the divine, then it's, like if you're going to a temple or you're going to the Gurdwara or you're going even to visit an elderly parent who's just down the road, and you make a sankalpa that you'll visit them every day for 40 days, then it depends on that fortune, that good fortune coming into your aura on the 41st day.
Wow.
So you must complete
That's must
whatever
completed.
sankalpa you've taken. So
Yes.
that is the portal from where the good fortune is going to start
Going to
flowing
start
in.
flowing. I love that. And then Sheetal asked that, can we learn the Akashic records and all these karmic types as a healing tool?
No, Akashic records, you can't interfere in somebody else's Akashic record. You can just understand that whatever are the Akashic records is a personal conversation with the divine and the keepers of those Akashic records that have assisted you in designing your life. And every time you do charity, even if you water a plant, those Akashic records are being rewritten and the angels of light are updating. It's like artificial intelligence. That
Yes,
is
it's an automatic upload.
Automatic upload, and whatever good and bad you do, it's uploaded between 7:30 and midnight local time.
And I think that was Mitali, sweet Mitali's answer right in the beginning of the session when I'd asked everyone what do they think is karma. So she said that it's all our actions, good and
Yes,
bad.
Exactly.
Yes.
So be very fortunate that you have this information and you can transform. Even if you're going to do something not so good, put yourself first and do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Even opening the door first thing in the morning, somebody was telling me I'm so lonely that nobody visits me. So I said that you go every morning to your front door, open it, and say whoever needs to come in, please do come in. And then, after a few seconds, shut the door. So she said she did that for 11 days.
Yeah.
And from the 12th day onwards, somebody or the other is coming to our house.
I love that. So that's also a sankalpa and that is also a mantra.
Yeah.
Sorry. I got so excited that I moved the lovely phone. How beautiful.
So sweet.
I wanted to clap that these are moments of transformation.
Yeah.
And we're so grateful, Ma, that you are there to guide us. And then we have Simran, our beautiful Simran Sani, who says, Ma, please send healing for Reza and Saher in their karmic job hunting to lead them to the place and jobs that aligns with their joy and purpose. What a sweet mommy are you.
Yeah.
Yes, Ma.
That's a sweet wish. And so it shall be heard by the divine.
So it shall
and
be
manifest
heard.
the best for the girls.
Best
I love
for
them.
the girl. We love them. And then we have Suma Sinha, who has a session with you next week, Ma. She's eagerly awaiting that session. And she's grateful for this beautiful topic because her 11-year-old asked her just recently or yesterday about what is karma. And she gave a particular answer. And she had a lot of difficulty explaining. So how do we explain karma to a child? I think the one sentence is it's all your actions, good and bad. That's the best. Yeah. Don't overcomplicate it.
And don't say that our mom is here to punish you when you do bad things.
No.
You should always hug them and tell them how they can do things differently.
Absolutely.
So flow with the positive.
Absolutely.
Empowerment. Tell them that they're good.
Yes.
Never tell your child that there's, punishment waiting to happen.
Yes.
And I'm going to punish you first. The child will feel so unsafe in the house that there are monsters in the house who are waiting to punish me. So karma is about being respectful and dignified in your interactions with other human beings, and always knowing that you're in a das and dasi position, that we are born to serve. So if we can serve somebody, or even cleaning the kitchen is of great service. So cleaning your house, keeping your clothes folded and neatly kept in the cupboard is also a great charge of positivity that will get rid of the clutter and give you great solace at having an expansive space. When you clean up your room, you say, wow, my room looks so big. And then you start cluttering it again, and then it shrinks in size. It does.
Yes.
Because it's taking the burdens of things that are not supposed to be part of that room.
Yes.
So always buy less and drink more water.
I love that. Buy less, drink more water.
And sprinkle water in your house also. Sometimes it's very important to spray holy water in your spaces, especially at the front door, so that everybody who comes in brings only good fortune.
I love that, Ma. And then we have a healing request, and I think something that a lot of people may resonate with. What Neha is saying, she says, Dear Ma, I'm requesting healing for my weight loss. I am gymming, eating 2 meals a day, sleeping on time, but nothing is changing. So very grateful for your healing.
So that is that in your Akashic records, you wrote that I'm going to stay healthy, cancer-free, and perfectly till the end of my life being very fit. So the weight is the most perfect indicator. I don't think that you're fat, so just calm down.
Yeah, the fact that you're doing all these healthy practices will create a cumulative benefit.
Yeah.
And it's not always about like what's on the scale. It's about how you feel and how you look and how energetic you are.
And people appreciate you, and we love you.
We love you. We appreciate you. And then we have Annie who says, Dearest Ma, why is it that sometimes some things take a long time to manifest in our life, like financial security or a matter in court, etc.? What healing, what karmic healing should we do?
Chakras to be healed with the blue and green light, that there's unconditional love, and those 72,000 rivers are all flowing to sort out your karmic destiny.
Absolutely.
And then they'll all be in a confluence going to that, to bring you that harness, for you to harness that good fortune and to deal with the legal matters in the most appropriate way.
I love that.
For sufficiency and wellness.
I think that guidance also goes out to so many people who will need it. And then we have a healing request and sharing from Alexandra, who says, Dear Ma, I request healing for my son Luca for the best selection of his best high school this week. And for her partner Andrea, who will have a liver and kidney cyst removal surgery this week.
Okay, so special healing, that all is healthy and well. Remember that liver and kidney, that means the right side, that there is some issue with relationships and some self-love is missing. So the liver is about self-love, and the right kidney is the relationship with the self and the body and the mind and the prosperity and even hunger.
Even hunger. Because it's about digestion, because it's the liver.
Self-digestion. The gallbladder and liver.
Yes,
and the right kidney are a confluence of great power. That is of self-forgiveness.
Okay. So sending healing to Andrea and all others. And then 2 final questions, Ma.
Okay. Yes.
There's Parul Kashyap, who says, Dear ma'am, requesting healing for my meniscus injury in the knee. She says it was a freak accident, and she asks that spiritually, what do freak accidents mean?
That your knees are the place of great fear. So supposing that you're wanting to buy a property, and this property you have insufficient money. So now you're saying, okay, I'm going to buy this property jointly with my husband. And then there's some fear that, you will lose control over your money. So if it's to do with the rest of the world, then it's the left knee. And if it's to do some fear about your own life situation, then it'll be the right knee. So depending on, remember, the right side of our body is to do with ourselves, and the left side of the body is to do with the rest of the world. So depending on if you're having pain in both the knees, then you have to be really careful. That means that you have lot of pending karma that you're not unfolding fast enough, and that's creating some fear. So definitely look at what it is that's creating fear for you personally, and maybe buy a smaller property, put it on rent, instead of amalgamating all the things and then saying, oh, this is not my property. Now it's a joint property. So sometimes we need that fulfillment for ourselves.
Yes,
I'm just taking a hypothetical
Yes, it could be a hypothetical example. It could be that you could just not be even eating what you feel like eating.
Yeah,
Could be
and
as simple as
a
that.
freak accident could also happen that you have gone out for a very nice, associative karmic oneness with your parent, and then you end up fighting with your parent, and then you come back really fearful that will my parent forgive me for my behavior, and will this resolve, will it not resolve, and in that you can have a freak accident and you can injure your knee. So it depends on what is happening in your personal life and how are you manifesting that power. And your body never lies, it always speaks the truth. So we have to be willing to hear which part of our body is paining, what is it calling attention to. And we would never pay attention to our knees unless they start paining. And usually I find people who are very afraid of the future at the end of their life, thinking that death is going to come. And so they're resonating. So then they do have freak accidents.
Yes, and the fear. So there's a lot of healing requests for friends who are having kidney stones, tingling sensations in thighs
Numbness.
and numbness.
Yeah, because of the back nerve, the lower back.
Lower back nerve. And then we have Preeti Porwal, and that's the final question I'm taking because I feel that she needs this guidance because she's been accumulating these pages and books where she's writing the Lord's name and lots of mantras, and now she has many books.
So she should burn them and offer all the sound vibration for the welfare of her family and her world.
Oh, lovely. That was her question, what she should do with them. So lots of gratitude from the entire collective, Ma, joining in. Love you, Ma.
I love you all. Stay well, stay healing. God bless. See you next Sunday.